again in your life. And I really love what he said. And I felt a glimmer of hope for the first time in years. Now, I'm not saying anyone here can relate to being a drug addict or alcoholic, but what's your blanket? What's been holding you back? What's your crutch? And I met Will, and he gave me the big book of Alcoholics Anonymous and a yellow big highlighter pen. I've still got the pen today. And we started to go through the big book. A day turned into a week, and I had a bath, and I cleaned my teeth, and I started to have some food. I started to build relationships again with my children and my mum and people close to me. A week turned into a month turned into a year. September 25th last year, ladies and gentlemen, I just celebrated 7 years, no cocaine, no alcohol. And here's the thing, I'm still an addict, right? I'm addicted to leverage. I'm addicted to making more money than I've ever made before in my life. I'm addicted to helping people just like you achieve financial freedom. I've started the process, ladies and gentlemen, through property. Can you believe this? Using other people's money with no experience. Little Liam from Essex. I've now started the process to open up 10 rehabilitation centres across the world. If I can do this, you can do this, and this is why I give so much value. This is my life, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, to think. Imagine if I hadn't reached out, I wouldn't be here today. I've got a lot of love to give. I've got a lot of energy to give. I love helping people just like you to financial freedom. And here's the thing. I'm looking for some people in this room to personally mentor to financial freedom. I want to personally help you to achieve your goals. If you would like me to personally mentor you, put your hand up, guys. Nice and high, please. If you would like me to personally mentor, I know you've been through this a little bit the last couple of days, bear with me. Hands high now, guys, hands nice and high. I need to see you because I can't do this for everyone. Wow. Guys, if your hand is up, stand up. Stand up for me, stand up. I know you've been through this a little bit today and yesterday. Guys, this is really important. Please stand up. If you want a chance to be personally mentored by me, please stand up. If you have got something from what I've told you guys, please stand up. Raise your hand and stand up. Keep standing up. That's it, guys. This is an amazing opportunity. I know this. You've been through this. Just bear with me because I need to fill you, ladies and gentlemen. If you're in the room now and you've got an interest in doing property, raise your hand. Raise your hand. Guys, stand up. Stand up. Everyone that wants to do property, guys, stand up now. This is really, really, really important. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if you would like the opportunity to be personally mentored by me, you need to be willing to make a relatively small investment into yourself, like relatively small investments. If that's you, please stay standing. And guys, everyone that wants to do property, come and join me. Come and join me, guys. Come and join me up on the stage. Come. Give these guys a round of applause. A round of applause. Come and join me. Come and join me. Come and join me, guys. Come and join me. These guys are round of applause. Come and join me. Give these guys a big hand, guys. Come and join me right now. Keep coming. Keep coming. Guys, keep coming. Give these guys a really big hand. Keep coming, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. That's really fantastic. Guys, wow, it's fantastic to have you up here with me. It really is. Now, ladies and gentlemen, would you agree that we need more leaders in the world? Yes or no, guys?
Yes.
And would you agree that to get something different, you've got to do something different? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so why are you still there? Should you not be up here with me now, with these guys, making a change in their life? Doing something to get something different? Remember, guys, you only get one shot in the world. And this is your moment. I absolutely love teaching and training people. And if you're here right now and you want something different, you want the chance to get into property, come and join me, guys. I'll give you 10 seconds. Come and join me right now, guys. Come and join me now. Don't sit back. 10.
How much is it?
9. 8. Keep coming, ladies and gentlemen. 7. Give me plenty of big hands, please. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Well done. Wow. Okay, look, ladies and gentlemen, let me talk you through this now. Guys, everyone please listen to me, because this is going to be for you guys. Now, we're going to talk about the Property Millionaires Bootcamp, and I want you to be rest assured that when you join me, I'm going to Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have the all the right, everything you get, a 3 days, you get a host study program, a 6 location through London and Charlotte, opportunity. The total value is £32,000. However, I'm going to give you some real big bonuses, payment for bonuses. When you pay in full, I'm going to give you my book and my home study program absolutely free of charge. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to personally mentor you after the boot camp. You're running at £5,000. So I'm going to take you under my wing. It's going to be an amazing session, and I'm going to become your personal mentor. But at the boot camp, we are going to have a fabulous dinner because I want to get to know you. Does that make sense? Like, yes or no? Yeah? Fantastic. So look, I want to talk you through something really important. Guys, please listen up. This is what's called the Assets for Life Scholarship Fund. I only have a few places available, and what the scholarship fund does, it enables me to cover a very, very, very high percentage of your course training fee. Okay? So I'm going to cover a high percentage for you. I've only got a few places to do this with, but there's a couple of stipulations. Number one, when we get your first year over the line, you allow me to use you in my testimonials. So I can use you on my slides, they go on my YouTube channel, my Facebook group. You show me how you're able to do that. Right? Yeah, okay, fantastic. The other stipulation is when you get your first deal, you treat it to dinner. Okay? Raise your hand if you're able to treat it to dinner, yeah? Okay, fine. Look, right, here's the thing. You're going to get the whole package, the whole package for your £32,000 worth of real value. We're going to get started literally tonight. You're going to pay nowhere near that. You're going to get absolutely everything in 197 no cost VAT. And you're going to be part of my scholarship package. I've only got some places on the scholarship package. So just raise your hand, guys. Who wants to work with me here? Nice and high? Nice and high. Wow, that's really, really fantastic. We have got some payment plan options available, so we are going to make it work for you for sure. I want to make sure that you are serious with this. If you understand the offer, is that right, guys? Yes or no? Raise your hand if you want to work with me. Nice and high. Right, I need to feel you. So one by one, just walk down the steps. Everyone will shake my hand. Shake my hand. Walk down the steps right now. Come and shake my hand right now. I want to welcome you to the Assets for Life team. Come and follow me now, guys. You definitely want to do this. It is. Congratulations. Go see the take inside this big hand, please. Are you in? Here's the hug. Well done. Are you in yet? Go and see the team. Please make the payment. Are you in? Congratulations. Go and see the team. Congratulations. You definitely want to do this. Go and make the payment. Congratulations. Well done, my friend. I'm looking forward to working with you. Go see the team. Congratulations. Congratulations. Well done. Congratulations. Definitely want to do this? You're up for it? You're going to do what I asked you to do? Congratulations. Well done. Go see the team, please. Go see the team right now. Congratulations. Well done. Congratulations. Congratulations. Go see the team. Give these guys a big, big hand, please. Up they come to the back of the room now. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I know it's been a long couple of days. Can we please give these guys a big, big hand for me? A big, big hand. Now, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. Is there anyone here right now that wants to do property, but maybe you've got a block? Maybe you want to ask me something about the boot camp? Maybe you've got some sort of financial thing going on? Maybe you've got a question you want to ask me? Raise your hand if you want to do property, but for some reason there might be a little bit of a block. Just show me your hand if that's you. Nice and high, need to show. Hands high, hands high, hands high. Okay, guys, if you've got your hand up, stand up for me. We're going to do something very special now. So just stand up for me. Those of you that have got your hand up, stand up. And you guys, I'm going to go to the back of the room. Come and see me, and we're going to chat about how we can make this work. We are going to make it work for sure. Does that make sense? Yes or no? So everyone that's standing up, pick up your belongings right now. Pick up your belongings. Come and see me, guys. You've been absolutely fantastic today. Come and see me at the back of the room. Thanks very much. Come and see me, guys. Thank you. Right, that's it, guys. Come over this way, please. Okay, guys, everyone that wants to come and have a chat, please come over here right now. Okay, well, I'm just going to do it as a group. So, well done, guys. Come over here, please. Well done, well done. Right, brilliant. them in the boot camp. Yeah, you want to get on the boot camp, yeah? Because you all look like really nice, wonderful people. I definitely want to be helping you. But I know it's been a long couple of days, and I know some of you have already made investments, but you have to dig a little bit deeper, yeah? I've only got a few places on the scholarship fund where I will cover a large part of the training course. You're going to come and join me. We're literally going to start immediately, okay? You're going to get an email with all the documents involved, all the study programs, you're going to be able to get on there tonight. You're going to get a phone call from our team next week, and we're literally going to get up and running as soon as possible. Does that make sense? Yeah? Now, of course, I can do it for free. Who's it? Okay, so I can't do it for free. Now, to be fair to you, and this is what I propose, yeah? I can only do this for 5 or 6 weeks. You put down a small deposit, okay? So appreciate it. You put down a small deposit, you get involved, you get used to it, right? You get all the bonuses, and then you do a payment plan over 2, 3, or 4 payments. So that takes the pressure off. The minimum deposit we will take is £400, which is really, really simple. And then you can make a payment plan with my team and speak to you next week to make sure that it works for you. That way you can get to ending. You can then work with what you need to, yeah? I've only got this left. That's not this offer. It is 3997. You can afford to do it. You can't do a deposit. I can't justify. It's not fair on other people. There's enough notice to do.
Agree Kikai, hapa ndio ungekuweko leo. It's very nice. It's the kind of things you like, investment things. Alafu hao pia wanaongea mambo za forex, which is very interesting. Bola, Walla, welcome. They're on break. Mel, go back. Lovely to see you. Thank you for promoting diversity in the sports sector. Patrick C. Smith, lovely to see you. Onyango Gege, karibu. Joe Minai, lovely to see you. Monica Kip, lovely to see you. Michael Ayokunle, lovely to see you. And Mary Otuko, absolutely amazing to see you. The next person who is going to be coming live is Dr. John Martini, who is a coach, and I really watch his stuff. So yes, I'll be seeing him today here. In fact, the person who made me really calm down here. So yeah, nice to see everyone. Thank you. Tabitha Makoko, lovely to see you as well. This is the Success Summit 2019. my battery, and then I'll come back in about 20 minutes when Dr. Martin comes in. So for those who wish to come back, do come back, because he's the person I really want to capture the information he's talking about today. So thank you, everyone. I hope happy Father's Day to every single father. Many thanks to every single father and also the guardians. I wish you well today. Celebrate with your children. And I remember the ones that I remember the biological dads. I also remember the guardians as well, guardian daddies as I would call them, and of course the ones who have also left us. We remember all our daddies or fathers. We thank you for being you. Love you all, and speak soon. Happy weekend break. Happy June. Happy half of the year today, and it's lovely. What business opportunities would you like to do? These are the kind of places to find out what business opportunities are available. If you're one person like that, the next time I put a flyer out, try and come out and see some of these business opportunities that are up here. Many of them come up with a package, and you are expected then to go in and be coached, and then they support you if you're great and follow, and if you've got the money to invest. Very interesting. So the one that you were hearing from before was Liam, and he's into property. Speak soon. Bye bye. Juliet Makapila. Business. Yes, let us all learn how to be entrepreneurs.
How are we doing, folks? Oh, can we get back in our seats, please? Quickly. Ladies and gentlemen, where are you guys?
Is in there.
Where's your energy? I think we need 2 minutes of energy, guys. We have some music. Stand up, guys. Come on, some energy. Come on. Let's get it. Come on, Julian. Raise your energy. Come on. Get up.
Thank you.
Come on. Let's go.
Dr. John. Dr. John. Yeah. Dr. John.
Come on, mate. We get it in the room. You know what happened? When one was closed, when one was going, when one was going, when one was going. Are you ready for our next speaker? Say yes.
Yes.
Say yes.
Yes.
Say yes.
Yes.
And if you more than that, say yes.
Yes.
Are you ready?
We're ready.
I hear you.
We're ready.
It's a noise.
We're ready.
Where's my energy? Come on, it's the last time you do it. The last time I'm coming to you. We need the energy. Come on. Right. Now I've got your attention. Have I got your attention?
Yes.
Say yes.
Yes.
Say yes.
Yes.
Excellent stuff. Right. Listen to this. This wonderful man, take a seat. This wonderful man has done. It blows my mind.
I agree, umeona hiyo.
He's on his 165th presentation so far this year. So that's mad, isn't it? Yeah. I can't hear you. Have I got your attention, please?
Yes.
Excellent stuff. He's read over 30,250 books. Whoa! He's a master of over 299 different disciplines. Wow. He lives on a cruise ship called The World. Whoa, how bad is that? He's been speaking for over 46 years and he's travelled over 19 million miles. And I know that a lot of you are here today to listen and learn from the legend. And remember what we have to do. So stand up, stand up, stand up. Every speaker that's been on this stage has learnt from this man. Please give an enormous, the best one you've ever given for anyone ever in your life, for the amazing, the incredible, the bloody wonderful Dr. John Demartini!
Good morning, Mama.
Good evening.
Feels like morning now. Good. You can have a seat, relax. I just got here about an hour ago from Paris. I was speaking in Paris this morning. And I'm to speak in Los Angeles tomorrow evening.
Wow.
So, traveling going. Okay. So, how many of you have never heard me speak before? Just so I have an idea. Okay. And how many have heard me speak and had no idea what I said? You're those, I assume. Okay. Well, first of all, thank you for staying all the way to this ending. I appreciate that. When I speak and there's nobody
We've been waiting for you.
It's not the same.
You're the one who has kept us.
I'd like to spend, I've got about 12 hours, or 1 day, 24 hours and 35 seconds, it says. No, 1 hour and 24 minutes. I'd like to talk about wealth consciousness. And I'm assuming you're still interested in that.
Yes.
Yes, no, two of you? So do you have something to write with and write on still? The script is ready to go. As I get to travel, which I do a bit of, I've asked millions of people actually, how many of you want to be financially independent and have your passive income exceed your active income and have a progressively expanding lifestyle economically? Can I have a hands just to see? And please take a look and see what's around it and see if there's a bunch of hands up. Would you agree that it's probably 90+%, but it's usually 99%? And then I ask, when I see 99%, I ask how many people actually obtain that financial independence? What do you think that number is?
5.
When I did a survey, I found out that it's 0.312% in the U.S., 0.213% worldwide of decamillionaires. 0.58% of the population make it to pentamillionaires, and about 0.89% make it to 2 million. It's surprising numbers. And I was very fascinated why so many people have their hands up and so few people actually obtain it. Would you agree that that seems like a very big discrepancy?
Yes.
So I'd like to share with you something that I know is the distinction between those two and why that happens. I can't say that I'm going to sell you anything today other than ideas. Is that fair enough?
Yes.
I'm just going to share ideas. But I didn't want to be the 99%. I want to be one of the 1%ers. And I didn't really, I was good at saving money for things until I was 27 years old. So I would go buy a car, I'd go buy books, I'd go buy a trip. I had a work ethic, and I would save money for things. But not until I turned 28 that I decided that I wanted to be financially independent. So I guess that's a late bloomer, I don't know. And my consciousness shift at 28, when somebody asked me a series of questions, which I'm going to ask you. And it'll be confronting. But I believe that by doing that, it shifted my life and made me serious and decide whether I really truly wanted financial independence or did I not. Because it's one thing to kind of fantasize about it, it's another thing to actually do it. Does that make sense? So I want to know what was the distinction between those 1%ers and 99%ers. And so I'm going to share that with you today. I want everybody to pull out a piece of paper or write this. I want you to write down how much money has come into your life since you've been on this planet. How much have you earned? Estimate what you believe it is as best you can. And estimate how much money has come through you in your hands as a result of you doing some sort of service to others. All the money that's come into your hand, maybe also inheritance, but all the money that's come into your hand, write down what you believe that total is. And then in addition to that, after you've written that number, I want you to write down what is the amount you have now. How much do you have now as a net worth? So I'm just going to pick a number out of there. Let's say you've earned $5 million over your lifespan. How much do you have net? How much is working for you? What exactly is the amount you have now as a net worth? Your assets minus liabilities. And then calculate to the best of your ability what percentage of all the money that you've earned is now in your hands. Because you can tell me anything, but your life demonstrates what you really value. So let's take a look at what that is. And look at what exactly is the percentage of what you have today as a result of all your work and efforts. Because that tells me how committed you are to financial independence. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
And I don't mean to be sobering, but I do. Because when I was 28 years old, a gentleman sobered me. Because I think I was living in sort of the fantasy that somehow it was just going to happen. There's going to be this miraculous thing that's going to make it happen. But I got really grounded at that moment. And I'm doing what I'm doing with you now. I did that. And I realized at that time it wasn't a huge sum of money. But I realized that I didn't have a habit of actually saving and investing it and making it work for me. I was working my life for money instead of having money work for me. And I was its slave, not its master. And I wanted to turn that. So at age 28, I made a very important decision economically to turn that around. Not fantasize about it, but actually make that change. Does that make sense? And it would mean a lot to me to be able to make that impact on you as the gentleman did on me. That would mean a lot. Because I want you to be able to go through life doing what you love, working, not because you have to, but because you love to. Does that make any sense? I want you to work because you love to. Not because you have to, because you love to. Because the people that do something deeply meaningful, it's a service to others, that they get rewarded by. And they do it because it's so inspiring to them to be able to do it. Live a different life. And money without meaning is not the same. I know people that have had huge sums of money, but have no meaning. I want you to have both. Does that make sense? One clap. The thing that distinguishes us, stop thinking. If you haven't heard Paul, you've already spoken. They've heard you, haven't they? Yeah. Paul's a very close friend of mine. He's an amazing guy. He's helped a lot of people around the world in his specialty. So if you have a chance to learn from this man, take advantage of it. He's a gold mine of opportunity. So did you figure out the percentage? Now I was told